Hi, I'm Andrew, and I care for my mother who's been living with dementia. On this channel, I share my caregiving journey, the lessons, the love, and the faith that carries me through. Let us encourage and support each other as we journey together. Hello to all my YouTube family and friends. Thanks again for joining me in another episode on my caregiving channel. So, today a friend of mine reached out to me and asked a simple question. She asked me, "How is your mom doing?" And I seriously had to pause. Not because I didn't have the answer, but because I needed the right answer for her. And as I stood there thinking, it's like the Holy Spirit just nudged me and redirected my thoughts. Not towards what my mom has lost, but it redirected me to what she still has and what she's still capable of doing. And in that moment, my whole perspective shifted. Yeah. So despite my mother's decline in health, she's still able to do a lot of things that many others can't do. And I'm giving God thanks. She can still eat. She can still chew her food, and she can still swallow it and digest it. God, I'm giving you thanks. Many of us know how important food is to your body. And for my mother to be able to can do that, I'm giving God thanks. So those things may sound small and trivial to someone listening, but for caregivers, you understand what I'm talking about. These are not small things in our caregiving sphere of things. Mommy can still walk around. She can still climb a stairs. She can still get up and move and respond. I saw someone in a doctor's office. Mommy and I were right there when the lady came and sat down in front of us. And when she sat down, from the moment she sat down, I said, "Oh my goodness, she's not going to be able to get up on her own." Man, she had a warm time trying to get up, and she was there struggling, and she had this cane, and it's like her weight alone would not allow her to move, to get up, to rise up, to go into this wheelchair. Neither myself or the guy who came with the wheelchair was able to help her, because her weight was way above what we could handle. Seriously. And I was just there egging her on and praying that she would get up without an accident. She'd get up and it's like her weight pulled her down in the chair about 6 or 7 times before she was able to kind of push herself forward and try again until she got it and she got up. And I was like, oh my goodness, she's going to have problem getting out of that wheelchair too. So I'm giving God thanks. Yes, mommy she has a little challenge getting up out of seats that are too low. So if you make her go down too low, she will definitely have a little issue getting up, but she can still get up. Not everybody can. Much of what she does now has to be guided. And yes, and she still needs cues, reminders, and I have to exercise patience, and I have to give supervision, a lot of it these days. But she's still here, and she's still functioning, and she's still participating in life. And if you ask me, that is preservation of life. So this brought me to the reality of Christmas. And by the time this video is posted, Christmas would have already been gone. But during this season, not everyone is able to do the things that mommy can still do. And I'm very much aware of that. Some can't eat on their own anymore. Some can't swallow safely. Some can't walk on their own. Some can't speak, even to share with you that something is bothering them. Some can't even recognize the season at all. And here is my mother still being able to do some things in some areas. I'm giving God thanks. She's able to chew hard food. Not everybody can chew hard food. Some people have to do pureed food. That's so much to give God thanks for. So for us as caregivers, Christmas doesn't always look like music and laughter and full spreads of table when you're a caregiver. It doesn't. Sometimes it looks like pureed foods, medication schedules, and preparing and sharing out medications, guiding every step that they take, gently correcting them, and repeating the instructions. And a lot of us can lose patience when it's like we have to be repeating ourselves. But guess what happened? All of this can feel like gratitude, and it can look like gratitude. Yes, caregiving has a way of training our eyes. We often become experts at noticing what has gone wrong. It's true. And the Holy Spirit reminded me, what if you also notice what remains? What if instead of saying, she can't do this anymore, we also said, but she can still do this, It's not that we're denying the grief, and it doesn't mean that we're minimizing that there is decline going on in the background. It is simply honoring the grace that is still present in my mom. And a lot of what we do with mom these days, it really has to be guided. And I'm sure a lot of you are doing the same. You're guiding the eating, you're guiding the movement, you're guiding the decisions that they have to take. You guiding decisions that they have to take. Can you imagine? And you're guiding their safety. But guidance doesn't mean the absence of life. Quite the opposite. It's that we are preserving life. Guess what? When you guide a child, you call it growth. But when you guide your elderly loved ones, we usually call it loss. But let us call it what it is. It really is support. It really is preservation of life. And it really is love in action. Yes, that's what we caregivers do. This video is for the caregiver who woke up the day after Christmas feeling very tired, and for the one who feels unseen, and for those who feel guilty for not feeling joyful enough this season. Guess what? You showed up. You preserved the life of your loved ones, and you honored God through giving care to your loved ones. And sometimes the greatest gift we give isn't what is wrapped up and placed on that tree. No, it's not. It's our presence, our patience, and our perseverance. So even Jesus, fully capable, allowed himself to be guided. We never look at it this way, but he was guided to the cross. He was guided by obedience, guided by love. And caregiving, in its quiet suffering, mirrors that same kind of surrender that Jesus went through. Yeah, caregiving isn't glamorous. It's not loud and celebratory, but it's holy. It's holy work. So when my friend asked me how my mother is doing, my answer became very clear. Yes, she's declining, but guess what happened? She's still able. And I'm choosing to be grateful for what remains, because preservation of life, even in small, tiny ways, is still a miracle. I hope you had yourself a beautiful Christmas holiday despite you having to work around the clock giving care to your loved ones. Do not forget to love upon your loved ones right now while they still can appreciate your love. I love you. We're coming down to the end of the year, and the next time I see you, I believe we'll be crossed on the 2026 side of the new year. Have yourself a beautiful rest of your week, and Happy New Year when it comes. Walk good, and I love you. Goodbye.